this is Tenpin for Tenpin Plays, and we are back with Dust and Elysian Tale. Apparently I'm supposed to go this way since I was coming up from the other way, so let's find out. Oh!
No! Go away!
There he goes.
Look, I know I'm epic, and I know everybody knows I'm epic, but there's no need for you to be dropping your nuts, dude.
Forget him! Take a look around! There's something horribly wrong with these mushrooms.
These aren't mushrooms, Fidget. They are called bubble sprouts, and it would be wise for us to tread lightly around them. They
Yeah, but
react rather explosively to movement.
But you're burying the lead! Boyo dropped his nuts!
Wonderful.
He dropped his nuts! Are you kidding me? Just at the sight of a Let's Player, he done dropped his nuts. I love it. Red. I take it red is bad. What is blue, though? Oh, blue is healing. Okay. Free healing I will take. What are you? Oh, a shop.
I am here to serve.
I need to shop, actually. Need a new pendant. That's for dang, I'm certain, but... You know what? I'm gonna sell the boys nuts. I'm just that cutthroat. I don't care. Well, I don't need any more,
Your transaction is most appreciated. Thank you.
I'm glad it's appreciated. Alright, looks like I got everything that I need. And now we can go cannonballing. Going down. Well, found a save point. Those are always welcome. I kick you with my head. I'm getting ahead of the game. I dinged while we were in that fight, so let's see. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Alright. Fidget is getting a little less worthless. Ring of Sight. What does this do? Nothing useful. Or at least for me. Ow! Just ow! Alright, apparently I can't do anything because we all know the dust is worthless without an orb. Anyway. Come here, face head. Head face, whatever the hell it is, I don't know. You come up with a better name, I'm all for it. These things is weird, is what they are. minor note, I love how the enemy just stands there. Yeah, we're gonna let these two talk.
Ah! Leave me alone!
I want it now!
Picking on little ones, huh? You will most definitely regret meeting me.
Keep wary of the bubble sprouts, Dust, or this battle will be over before it begins.
Ow. Owie. What? You may get your butt kicked, like I just did. Go home.
And there he goes again. You're welcome, kid.
Go home, Dust. You're drunk.
Oh, now, Dust, he's obviously terrified. Let's go find him, and maybe get out of this raining death.
Yeah, let's do that. Of course. Well, welcome to Mud Pot.
I didn't think those monsters were smart enough to build a fence.
You're one to talk about monsters, but,
I'm certain they didn't. Let's hop on over.
alright.
There he is!
Your father's done gonna have himself a heart attack after he hears about this.
I'm sorry, Mama.
Goodness, what would I do if you gotten yourself hurt?
Good question. Mind if I ask it?
Ah! Mama, look! Those things must have followed me!
How'd they jump my fence? Crafty vermin, those surface dwellers.
Nothing like a little racism in there. This game is just loaded with it.
She does see that I can fly, right?
Don't know, does she?
I'll be sure to tell her, Fidget. I'm sure that'll clear things right up.
Back! Back, you beasts! I got this here spoon and I ain't afraid to use it!
We aren't here for trouble, ma'am. In fact, we just saved your son.
That we did.
Huh? What are they talking about, Bobo?
Well, they have been following me for a while.
What? How far out did you go? I may just save the spoon for you.
I'm sorry. We just came down from the surface to...
Do I look like some country bumpkin to you?
Want me to answer
Of course you're
that?
from the surface. I think I'd remember seeing a talking, flying weasel cat thing down here.
I think we got off on the wrong foot here. My name's Dust, and this is Fidget. Some creatures attacked a village above these caves, and we're trying to figure out why.
Attacked a surface village, you say? Well, if that don't beat all. We underground folk tend to keep to ourselves. Got enough problems of our own already.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Actually, what I'm saying is, we got enough problems of our own without you surface folk bringing all that nonsense down here. So, if you don't mind...
Well, you underdwellers brought a lot of nonsense up there, so maybe we can work together.
Come on, Dust. We're obviously not wanted here. Wait!
That's enough, Bopo! You ought to get back to your chores before I take out the spoon again!
Mama, I've seen them fight. They even got themselves a talking sword. I bet they could help.
young man, I don't care if their sword spouts rainbows and bowls of delicious baked beans. I don't want their help.
Stop saying that! Pa's gonna die if we don't do something!
Die? What's going on?
Well, our healing wells have gone and run dry. And my pa's done gotten real sick. That's why I went out, to find some more of that water.
I hate saying it, but it's true. See these mud pots lying around? Normally they're bubbling to the brim with mineral water, but just a few weeks ago, they dried up to nothing. But that still don't excuse you from putting yourself in danger like that! I may not be able to help your father, but I sure as heck ain't gonna lose you too!
Mama.
I wonder if those monster attacks on the surface could be related to your wells drying up.
I wouldn't be at all surprised. It's been a couple weeks since the water dried up, but every creature here is feeling the effects. I'll bet those creatures broke through to the surface looking for more water.
That'd be a good bet.
Mama, maybe these two can go talk to the lady.
Oh dear God, please don't tell me that lady lives in a lake, please!
The lady?
I've already got a mystic sword, I don't need to go see a lady in a lake.
Oh, she's a sweet old soul. Lives deep in the caves, makes the waters flow. She doesn't show herself around here too often, and we can't actually go see her on account of all the nasties living between here and there.
Is she your Aunt Flo? Sorry.
In that case, I'll go speak with this lady and see why she stops the flow of water.
You do that?
Well, it's in the script, but yes.
This can't all just be a coincidence. The attacks on the surface, your wells drying up. I'm certain this lady must know something about what's going on.
Hi, lady!
Well then, I had you folks pegged all wrong. If you aim to help my husband, I promise not to clock you with my wooden spoon of justice.
Thanks.
Thanks?
So, you're heading down to talk to the lady now? You'll help my pa?
I'll try.
We'll do our best, Bopo. Just don't go running off again.
You got my word.
These guys, I swear. What is... You is tiny.
Oh, it's a pretty kitty cat.
Which one?
What, me? It's a flying cat! Oh.
It's a fairy cat, actually.
She's not a cat, little girl. She's a... I don't even know what she is.
You know, come to think of it, she never did say what the hell she was.
I'm not a cat, you dolt. I'm a nimbat.
Who's a what now?
Is that what you're called? A nimbat?
Yes, hello. My name's Fidget. Maybe we've met?
Yeah, we have. You just never told me what the hell you were. You told me who, but not what.
Can I hold it? I want it.
You is stupid.
Just do something. It's trying to grab me with its little child hands.
Why don't you fly higher?
Don't worry, Fidget. Sorry, what's your name?
Smoba.
Well, Smobop, I'm sorry, but as much as she might look like one, Fidget is not a toy.
Hey.
What, you want to be called a toy? Okay, you're a toy.
Oh, I want her. She talks. I'll trade you. Look, I've got this box thing. Hey, Dust, look. That must be Reed's box.
Tell you what, next time I go to the surface, I'll see if I can find a suitable replacement. Then we'll trade.
Phew. Good idea, Dust. You know, that shop in Aurora had some things. Maybe the shopkeeper could figure something out for us?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe you can make us some kind of fidget doll for her. After all, she's far too young to take care of a pet like you.
Dust, you little smartass.
Yeah, way too much responsibility for... Hey!
It's so nice to see you agree that you're a pet. got an old codger over here. What does old codger want?
Well, howdy there, big fella. Am I hearing the local gossip right? You and your flying mongoose are gonna save our village?
Gonna make a hell of a shot at it, but dude, pull up your pants.
What the heck is a mongoose?
Quiet, Fidget. And yes, you've heard correctly. Is this the way to the ladies' chamber?
Well, yeah, but I don't think you're gonna fit through this here hole in the wall. We had to close up the passage recently to keep those crazed nematodes from coming out and attacking the village.
Dude, pull up your pants.
What the heck is a nematode?
Good question.
Anyway, seems to me the only way you're getting through is by sliding. I'd kick you through myself, but you know, I got these fat little legs and they hardly keep me vertical.
I appreciate the thought, but I'll find another way around.
Mm-hmm.
Here, boy, take this red resonance gem. It'll open up the basement, and maybe you'll find a better way down there. Just make sure to avoid impaling yourself on them spiky rocks and thorns.
I will try to do no such thing as impaling myself.
Wait, your underground cave has a basement? How does that make any sense?
Basement 1, basement 2, basement 3, sub-basements. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Hey, big fella, what do you say to me serving your flying rat a big old jug of shut-up juice? While you're down there, why don't you make yourself useful and collect me my hitting stick?
Well, as far as the shut-up juice goes, would you please?
Your what?
You see, I use this here stick to do my hitting, but I lost her in the basement, and I'm honestly just too gal darn lazy-like to go looking for it on my own. They don't have me standing around here for my good looks after all. Someone's got to defend this here hole.
Well, all you gotta do is drop your pants. I'm pretty certain the nematodes, or whatever the hell it is that's coming through that gap, is gonna go Gah! And run away. But, dude. At least we found a quest giver who admits they're lazy, you know?
All right, Blop. If I should come across your hittin' stick, I'll be sure to pick it up.
But any other kind of stick, I am not touching. I could talk to them later. What's over here? We found a graveyard. And another one of those slidey holes. Okay. Hey, old fart.
Well, good evening, youngin'.
How does anyone know what time of day it is down here?
You have a point.
I hear the two of you are helping out Pope Pop. He's in a bad way. Excuse me, my friends. Hope you don't mind, but I gotta get back to searching.
For what?
Did you lose something?
Actually, I did. I must have left the gate open, 'cause my flock of sheep seems to have gone astray.
Is your name Bo Peep, by the way? But never mind.
I'm afraid some of them may have gone past the edge of town.
Oh no. The monsters will have lamb chops.
I'll keep my eyes open for them.
It could be really bad.
Well, thank you, son. There's 6 of them out there somewhere. Believe you me, they're in for a good talking to when I get my hands on them.
You've been really bad, sheeps. There's going to be some mutton around here, I tell you. Flow hop.
Hello, dear. I'm going to hazard a guess that you're the outsider in town?
Gee, I wonder how you could have come up with that.
I stand out that much, huh?
Well, it's been years since I've seen someone like you, and it's been maybe 30 years since I've seen a Nimbat like your friend here. What a treat!
Looks like you're intelligent.
We don't like flying into caves. You know, the dark, the cramped spaces, the endless gloom. That's endless forever.
And you're forgetting, in that endless gloom that's endless forever, things that attack things with things.
I'm sorry. Look at me going on. My name is Flo Hop, and my husband Gappy is up there in the pen minding the sheep.
He ain't doing a real good job.
He's been so overworked that I was hoping to make him his favorite stew. But to be honest, I'm having trouble growing red moss with the wells running dry. I think I might have gone and made my last stew.
Oh no.
I could always help you find some of that red moss if you like.
Oh, I couldn't bother you for something as silly as that. I know where they used to grow, but with all these monsters about, I dare not leave Mud Pond.
I'm going through a monster-infested area. Tell me where they grow.
It's no trouble, really. If I come across any, I'll bring them to you.
Well, aren't you a sweet one? Red moss clumps grow at the base of the large red mushrooms, and they tend to prefer perfect darkness. Just don't hurt yourself on my account. In fact, take this ring. It'll provide a little bit of light in the darkest of places.
Okay. Woo! And a ring-a-ding-ding-ding-da-dong to there. Time to level up again. Alright. Is there a boom around here somewhere? Well, I just needed to make certain there wasn't something I could boom with. Alright, apparently there's treasure here too. We got one of those things. What is this? We has a sheep.
Wait, did you just...
Yeah, Dust, did you just, put the...
Did you just put that thing in your inventory?
Yeah, did you just put that sheep in the backpack?
Yeah? What?
Okay then.
Just a mild fourth wall break there, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing to worry about. Go away. I kika your butt. I kika your butt with all the kika your butt things. Apparently can't go that way. I kika your butt with things. Because your butt needs a kiki. Oh, and we found a save point. I have a funny feeling this is not the way we needed to go because of we didn't run into a red resonance door, but I think this is as good a place as any to call it a day. And as always, I'm Tenpin for Tenpin Plays, reminding you there are 2 dates in time they'll carve on your stone. Everyone knows what they mean. What's more important is the time that is known by the little dash there in between. Give that dash some stories to tell. Peace.